Sorry. I am a little late because I had some situations to deal with. Let's see. Checking something here. I have Ophelia's live right here. Yeah, I'm here. Es un desmadre, desvergue, desorden, but it's okay. Who the fuck is texting me right now? I understand I scheduled the payment, bitch. The fuck? Let's see. Pop out, chat, but we're here. Okay. If I don't have a lot of people because Ophelia's live, I am okay with it. I'm like in the middle of watching her live because some of this I caught a little bit. That's why I was late, guys. I'm so sorry that I was late. I have a really good topic for you guys, but I'm seeing a little bit of what Ophelia's doing. How the fuck are they allowing this to happen? Is my question. But hey, I ain't the police. She's at Herm, so it's okay. Like, what the fuck? Sorry. What the fuck? But yes, I was watching. I have her on mute. I wish I was able to put captions on this so I could see what she's saying. But man, that was intense. Plus, I had to make a couple phone calls. Um, right now about some stuff. But we have a very very good topic today. We're about a minute and a half in. Please share my live. Please share. I would like to get to I don't know how many followers, and I can give two fucks of how many followers I get because I don't plan on making this a career. I just like to talk about topics that are uh, where I like to talk about topics that are relevant to the community. And yes, I finally went to my barber. I got a new barber this time. Um, hey, I went to my barber. I had to go to a barber today because if you notice, like I finally got my cut the way I like it. They were very hesitant because the bald spot is there, but you can tell where is there's hair growing, but you can tell where it's at because my bald spot all it's doing. BB, we're doing like it's all right. But yes, my bald spot where it's growing, you can tell where it's at because even my stylist, when I actually go color my hair with, she's like, dude, your bald spot is growing white hair. I'm like, fuck yeah, we're gonna be leopard headed. No, I'm gonna do that. But yes, so I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was watching a little bit of Ophelia's show, had to make some phone calls, had to handle some business. Sorry. I had to have my Stars drink. Only reason why I get my Magnum 44 root beer with extra fucking ice, and I bought a bag of ice because I like the nugget ice. But yes, we are going to talk about a topic today. I'm not really I have Ophelia on mute. Traga una por mí, Ophelia chingo. Okay, so today's topic um is is something that I take to heart because one, I was an educator. Two, it's still my community as far as where I'm not involved like I'm on the border. Fuck that. My mouth, the way I talk, my ass would be kicked off the fucking board. But anyway, so if you're new, hi, welcome. Leave your like, leave your follow. I can't tell how many likes there are. One, I don't give a fuck. Two, if you want to leave a like, that's fine. If you don't, me vale 100 hectáreas de pura verga. And this is how I talk. This is how I've always talked. I blame my mother. Que en paz descanse mi mamá. Every other word was fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. So that's how I talk. And my dad already is used to it. So it's okay. But so I don't I like to tend to talk about topics that are with the community. I'm trying to be more consistent. Will I involve myself in the drama? No. Will I give my opinion? Yes. Hi ustedes. Will I give my opinion? Yeah. But if somebody wants to come after me, that's fine. That's No más 100. No más 100K. It's because I'm doing everything on StreamYard. Because, como se mira en mi casa Dubai, estamos en vivo desde mi casa Dubai. I'm fucking lying. Watch. I don't need a fucking casa Dubai. Hey, is it messy? No, should be fine. A ver. Mira. Este es mi. This is my room. You all have seen it. My Xbox that I was playing earlier. Pero sí, welcome back to Casa Dubai. Hold on. We're back in Casa Dubai. Nada más 100 hectáreas, ok. Unos 1000 hectáreas de pura verga. Casa Dubai, we're in my foyer. We're in my foyer. Su pinche madre foyer. Tan fancy. This is my studio. Mira, con el pinche piano. Este es mi foyer, chinga. Foyer, me vale madre. How to say it. But yes, if people want to talk about me, fine. I could give two fucks. You all don't need to be sending me shit. Because when I live a fucking simple ass life, as you can see here, I live a simple fucking ass life instead of in Dubai. But anyway, so today's topic is something that's been on the news, and I'm gonna focus on 3 districts because so far just sí, de las más gruesas también. This is something if you have kids in school, you might want to be a little bit more proactive with the community part of it. If you don't, that's fine. Hey, if you have grandkids that are in school, that's fine. Yes, I will speak about that. But for right now, I'm going to focus on 3 different school districts. You know what? Me vale madre. Si me miran todo ahí, me vale madre. It's a fucking clean ass room. We're going to focus on 3 different school districts. Just so I can show you this, whatever. Yes, I have candles, bitches. There you go. But yes, let's go back to Dubai. I'm going to focus on Harlingen CISD, McAllen ISD, Edinburgh CISD. Oh, and we'll hit Brownsville ISD at the end. We like Dubai. Mira, mi casa Dubai. I was like, you know what? Me vale madre. Aquí está mi compu. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we all know there's corruption everywhere. Wow, y'all coming son. One. I don't know who. Wow. Ya van a comenzar las culeras. Sorry, I had to laugh. I'm so sorry. One. So let's stay on topic, guys. We all know that there's corruption everywhere, whether it's city, county, state, federal. But you're good. You're a good mom. That's why I have the chat here on one side and I have StreamYard on the other side so I can see, so I can do all that. So corruption is everywhere, whether it's anywhere it's everywhere. Here's the thing. You have no idea how bad it is in the schools. It's bad. It's very, very extremely bad. There's about 3 to 4 districts I'm going to talk about. The first one I'm going to speak about is Harlingen TISD. Now, hice mi pinche research. Hice print out because I didn't want to put up the fucking PDFs and shit. You can look it up. It's on Channel 4 website. Okay, so if you had not heard, this is the first district. Harlingen CISD came under a lot of fire. They did. Because someone don't know how to do their job. basically, yes, I'm gonna do that right now. Give me 1 second. Mod. Aquí. Who else? Oh, no. Academic? We're talking about like admin level, pinche school board level, Irasema. It's bad. It's bad. So this first one, let me just do this real quick for and then BB. BB's here. Déjame ver. No, I'm not, because I've already debunked that individual's lies. I don't need to see her, nothing. I could care less. But I'm not going to be streaming her thing. That's not the point. I will do shows that are about topics, and like this one. So, Harlingen CISD, this actually recently happened within the past year. Thank you. Leave your likes. If you want to laugh at the stream, me vale madre, me vale verga. Okay, so Harlingen CISD, they had just started with the new superintendent. Okay, he hadn't been there more than a year. He abruptly resigns. And that rose a lot of flags. It was all over the news. It's all over the news. Now, what made it more like, what the fuck is going on? Again, he was just on the board for 1 year, the superintendent. And he resigned. So that, again, rose red flags there. They had to pay this motherfucker $250,000. His contract was bought out. He was paid out $250,000 to the superintendent and that put them in a deficit. Again, it is right here. I mean, it's in an article. Look it up on Channel 4 because I'm not about to put it up for you. Yes, Irasema, they had to pay the Harlingen superintendent $250 for his contract. And it was after 1 year of barely being there. And what wrote, aside from abruptly ending, okay, go to edit. I mean, I don't care si se ríen, Ophelia, me vale 100 hectáreas, 1000 hectáreas de pura verga. They can like, I don't give a fuck why they're here. I'm not going to talk about the drama. I'm not going to talk about any of that shit, so I could give 2 fucks. But what, aside from abruptly ending, it came just months after he received high marks on his first evaluation, including a $10,000 pay raise approved by board members and raising his annual salary to $310,000. Now, in a press release, Harlingen CISD discussed the release of Gonzalez, stating, had he had a 3-year contract that, if paid in full, it would have exceeded $1 million. $1 million fucking dollars that they would have had to pay this motherfucker. By accepting the resignation, they no longer. Oh yeah. By accepting the resignation, they got lucky and didn't have to pay it. Now, in a voluntary resignation and release agreement, it is revealed that he received a lump sum payment of $250,780.08 to part ways with the district, in addition of unused leave. So he got paid a shit ton of money. Now, they created a committee. Now people started like, why the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Well, this is what happened. And I'm reading this off of my papers here because I don't want to look at the damn PDFs and shit. Anyway. So, people wanted to know what the fuck happened. So, they were requesting why his resignation letter, all this shit. Harlingen CISD tried to stop that from happening. They submitted to the Attorney General and all this shit that the reason why they didn't want to release his resignation letter and the reason why he left was because it was going to be embarrassing to the district, and that they're protected by that. The only time I'm going to say good job, Ken Paxton, he told them, fuck you all, this isn't embarrassing, you need to release everything. And they did. So, what happened? Might you say? What happened was this. The CFO, or the assistant superintendent, I don't know how the fuck they do it there, but the CFO was fucking around with the district money. His resignation letter was abrupt in August when the superintendent discovered financial issues with the district. And in the letter, he says, I did not perform my job well, to say the least. We overspent on various items, and I was not a good steward of the HCISD funds. I assure you, nothing was done maliciously or with any other intent. That's a business, and I take full responsibility. But they told, and I'm going to read the text messages, because they, again, don't delete shit because it will still come out. They wanted that guy to rescind his resignation, and they did. And the superintendent took the fall for it because they didn't want to believe him. Thank you. Oh, Mi Casa Dubai is somewhere. That room, I'm not in that room right now. I'm going to read the text message, and he basically would ask for a weekly update, and that at every senior team meeting, the CFO would say that they had a fund balance that was at 2.5 months of operating expenditures. What happened, though, is that this guy would transfer from the fund balance to the general account to pay for school buses, security services, and other expenses, which there's accounts for that. So in the text message, because it's in the back here, because I printed all this and I read it, and letter from Ken Paxton, the only time I'm ever gonna say good job, some bitch, is where he names where HCISD was like, hey, this is embarrassing, we don't want to do this. Basically they told him, we find that you have failed to demonstrate any of the submitted information is confidential under the section whatever. So they're basically like, release the shit. So first thing that came out, tanto pinche papeleo, I fucking hate this shit. But anyway, the email, está acá, mensa, babosa, it's over here. Where they even print the shit. He basically said, acá está, mendiga. The CFO, I need to submit my letter of resignation from HCISD effective immediately. That's where he says I didn't perform. Then, the text messages, which is, fuck. Yeah, I highlighted my shit. This is the truth that everyone is seeking. This is from the superintendent. I had zero knowledge that Ramon Mendoza, HCISD superintendent for business operation, basically the CFO, was moving money from the fund balance to the general operating account to cover costs. Ramon placed all budget amendments on consent agenda without informing me where funds were coming from, and all transactions were board approved. That is some fucked up shit. He gets paid to manage our district funds, and I never thought to micromanage him. Every Monday at senior team meeting, he would tell them that they had 2.5 months of operating expenditures. I discovered the problem after our first finance committee meeting and immediately reported it to the board. The board pushed off this superintendent. Ramon felt so bad about what he had done, admitted that it was all on him, and I had nothing to do with it in the presence of Dr. Cortan. He felt so guilty, he chose to resign that night. This is all documented on District email, which it is. I was directed by our board president to ask Ramon to rescind his resignation the same night to avoid negative attention to the district, which had already gave negative attention. He believed he being relieved of his duties by accepting his resignation, and the district being honest to the community would have been the right thing to do, which is true. Instead, they got basically bad press because of how much they had to pay this motherfucker, and the truth came out. That's money if you think about it. That is money taken from teachers, taken from students, taken from everybody. It's not just that it affects everybody. How the fuck did he not see that once? And two, who's to say that this CFO or this Ramon gentleman um did not pocket the money? Me vas a decir que no agarró dinero, sí agarró chingo de feria el güey. He did. He did. He had to have. And the fact that they made the superintendent take the fall is ridiculous. Now, I haven't heard anything else. I barely watch the news. I'll watch it like on YouTube or something, but that's fucking embarrassing. Like these are the people. The board are elected. The administrators are put there for whatever reason. But those people we entrust with our kids, with our grandkids, all that stuff to take care of the kids and to do what they have to do, and look what the fuck is happening. That's embezzlement right there. Then good old Dr. Rene Gutierrez. He is the McAllen ISD superintendent. He was the Brownsville ISD superintendent. He fucking left it in shambles, and he's like, me voy a la verga, me voy pa McAllen. And he's getting paid a bunch more there. And now you'll hear, I'm pretty sure if you guys watch the news, whether it's the Valley news mainly, because it's mainly in the Valley, where you see a lot of schools in a deficit, a lot of districts in a deficit. And you're like, what the fuck? Yes. Governor Hot Wheels has mainly to do with it. But the other issue is this. Enrollment is the main issue. McAllen ISD right now, as of the beginning of this school year, McAllen ISD is in a $13 million deficit because of lack of state funding and a decline in student enrollment to blame. And the superintendent even admitted the pandemic federal funding, they used to hire 60 teachers. I get it. We need more teachers. But at what fucking cost? You hired 60 something teachers and teachers' aides. Okay, fine. I'm going to tell you, in Donna ISD, as a first year teacher, that's $53,000 a year. Times 60, you're going to tell me you have that money coming in. I'm going to put 53,000 times 60. That's $3.1 million for first year teachers. Like, I mean, McAllen pays different than Donna, but what the fuck? Manage your money better. Like, if you can't afford to pay your teachers, why the fuck are you adding on? And this man is gonna run McAllen ISD to the ground like he did with BISD. And I'm gonna get to BISD. Teléfono, shut the fuck up. Oh, let me mute my phone. That's annoying as shit. Now, the next district, that's just a quick one. Like, McAllen's fucking poor. Oh yeah, they're not helping the kids. They pocket money. And I'm gonna say shit, my opinion about my home district, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Now, this is a clear. This next district is a clear. Puedes ver, es pinche corrupción, compadre system de madre. I'm pretty sure you guys had seen where I had commented on one of Ophelia's live about, oh yes, it's bad. And you're gonna hear the story about Brownsville. Oh, Dr. Rene Gutierrez, or the other one, Rene Gutierrez is married, but I wouldn't even marry him. The other one, I don't know personally. But the one I'm going to talk about is Edinburgh CISD. Now, a couple months ago, I did say on Ophelia's life, hey, did you hear about the principal at Economides? If you hadn't heard, basically what this stupid motherfucker did, and you can look this up on valleycentral.com, channel 4, no sé qué. But what this stupid motherfucker did, and I'm gonna say stupid motherfucker. The principal was accused of sending harassing messages to district employees. Jesus Ramon Mata is charged with harassment, a Class B misdemeanor. Investigators say Mata sent harassing text messages to an individual in a group chat with other Edinburgh CISD employees. On the actual news report, like the video, it says what they said. An affidavit obtained by Valley Central revealed that on August 19th, police arrived at the administration building to speak to an employee about the harassing messages. What this stupid ass motherfucker did for this group chat text is buy one of those burner phones that they sell at the dollar store and made a group text with all these different individuals. Who the individuals are, I don't know. Thank you, ustedes. The employee told authorities that on August 9th, she began receiving text messages from a burner phone. The associated number created a group chat with other people who are current and former employees of the district. That burner phone was tracked to the principal. Like, are you fucking stupid? Whether it's a burner phone, those burner phones that they sell at Walmart and at the dollar store, it's gonna get fucking tracked, pendejos. Mata allegedly used the number to send obscene and embarrassing messages to the woman, her fiance, and her brother. Records indicate that Mata sent messages describing the woman having intercourse with her fiance and his tiny and extremely thin dingling. He also allegedly wrote that the woman's brother pleased himself and his tiny dingling. The authorities confronted Mata on the 16th. At that time, he admitted to owning the burner phone number. However, he denied sending any of the messages referenced, and he said he had no problems with the woman accusing him. He was released on a $10,000 bond. Well, the motherfucker, that bitch, thank God, I'm going to say bitch because I say bitch to everybody. She had screenshots of the messages with the number. She had screenshots. Like, who the fuck are you fucking stupid? She had screenshots of this. And it was turned in. That's why he got arrested too. And that's why, I mean, the bond is like pinche pocket change, but the girl was smart and took screenshots of the messages and turned it in. Then, very, very smart. Then what happened is this. Edinburgh CISD principal, he's on paid administrative leave as of this moment. He's on paid administrative leave. They had a special board meeting. This was as of January 9th of this year to discuss accusations against the Economides High School principal, and people were hoping for a fucking thing. If it was me, I would have voted to fucking fire him. You don't are you fucking stupid to do that? The employee told authorities that same thing. It was traced. This, but the guy basically got away scot-free and is getting paid to sit on his ass at home. That's fucked up. That's an administrator harassing employees, and they did nothing. Oh, the reason what the fucking attorney said was, oh, it's because it's under investigation, and if we do anything, it's gonna show that we're trying to corrupt the process and whatever the fuck they said. They basically are telling the public he's gonna be back. And I guarantee it, the way that Valley is, that motherfucker's just gonna get moved to another damn school. And that's fucking wrong. It is. You're a principal. What the fuck do you need to be in your teachers' personal lives or your staff's personal lives? Why the fuck would you? Here's the thing. Why would you get a burner phone? Why get a burner phone? Because honestly, what it is, in my opinion, the motherfucker didn't want to get caught, and he still got caught, pendejo. Like, he still got caught. How the fuck are you gonna admit to the damn owning the number that, hey, I'm the one that owns the burner number? Oh, but I didn't send anything. When yet, ahí están las pruebas. But yet, they're not doing anything to him. They're not gonna do anything to him, and that's fucking sad. That is fucking sad that that happened. Now, Brownsville Independent School District. I gotta sip on my root beer. I have a lot to say about this district. Yes, I was a former employee, so I could give two fucks about. Now, again, I have said I don't plan on going into teaching again. I don't. Because of the way the system is, the way teachers are getting treated, and the way I was treated, no thank you. So, BISD has always been known to have a little sprinkle of corruption y todo eso. Very evident. Que en paz descanse Erasmo, he exposed a lot of that. And I will applaud him. Give him a round of applause because that man exposed the fuck out of it. And that's why people hated him. I will agree with Manny on that. That's why people hated him. Again, he fucking sued Brownsville Public Utility Boards for the Tanatska shit and he won and exposed PUB. But BISD is known for being corrupt. Even as a student, you would hear it. Obviously not as in-depth as teachers, but you would hear it. Now, where I noticed I was in college, in around 2017, they had proposed a bond. The bond is basically taxpayers vote to like a $400 million bond, and they do repairs, this and that, XYZ, todo eso. I voted for that bond because of this. Brownsville ISD is, sorry to say, not really known for sports. They're more known for fine arts and maybe soccer and veterans being the football, but that's about it. Brownsville ISD is in desperate need of a performing arts center. They are. We do not have, there's no performing arts center here. Oh, well, the one at TSC, yes, but that is about $7,000 to rent. Because TSC, they don't, oh, it's a public school. No, they charge the district to rent that place. Even with Bex being there. Brownsville Early College High School is like the high school that is associated with the college, but it's a BISD school. Even with that, they still charge the district to rent out the art center. It's about $7,000 to rent out the fucking facilities. In 2017, they brought up this bond that was going to cost 400 no sé qué tanto, and one of the biggest thing on it was the Performing Arts Center. Brownsville was in desperate need of one because we don't have one for the district. Oh, well, there's Central Auditorium where most of the main offices, and that's where they have like the Santa and Friends thing. No, that's not enough. That's not big enough. And BISD was promised. The constituents, I've pronounced it wrong, fuck off, but the voters of Brownsville were promised a Performing Arts Center, a state-of-the-art, all this stuff. Me, as an alumni, I was like, fuck yes, because it's desperately needed. So, people voted. It passed. They bought the land off of Morrison, past the new hotels that they built on Morrison, going towards Paredes. They bought that land. It used to say Performing Art Property of BISD Performing Arts Center. Now it just says Property of BISD, or so. Not too sure. It is 2025 and that building has not existed. So, what the fuck happened to the money? Is what I was like, what the fuck? By the time I came back to BISD as a teacher, I was like, what the fuck happened to the money? I voted on that. And that money, that performing arts center, there's no performing arts center anymore. So everybody wants to know what the fuck happened to that money that was supposed to be allotted. $60 million of that bond was supposed to be to a performing arts center. Ahora es pura zacate y tierra. There's nothing there. Meanwhile, Los Fresnos, La Feria, Weslaco, San Benito, they're all getting their performing arts centers built right now. How is it that the biggest district in the valley not have a performing arts center? People were asking that. So when all that shit happened, it didn't happen. The performing arts center didn't happen. Shit started hitting the fan. If you do not know who Sylvia Atkinson is, look her up. She went to federal prison for accepting bribes and embezzling money with BISD. She was the board president. She just got out of prison. We started noticing. They announced, oh, Sam Stadium is going to get a new scoreboard. Y este que el otro. We're like, what the fuck? Okay. I mean, if that was part of the bond, fine. But they got a scoreboard that's for shit. And at first, they wanted to stop the bands from playing during the quarters because they needed the advertisers to play so the scoreboard can be paid. Okay. That. Then what happened was this. Rumor is, I cannot confirm or do anything because I am not that involved or not into the administrative side. You're good, Mom. You're good. What rumor is, what happened with the bond money, they used it, part of it to pay for the scoreboard. Supposedly, they took money out of special services, the department that oversees special needs, 504, all that stuff. They took money from there to pay for that motherfucker. They paid so much money for it, and it looks like shit. It looks like shit. Weslaco paid less than what BISD did, and they have a nicer one. McAllen paid less than what BISD did. Their scoreboard is nice. Donna paid less than what BISD did, and their scoreboard is nice. BISD has that piece of shit scoreboard for what? It's like literally. I'm gonna take this off. Caso Dubai, I'm gonna have to go to my actual room. Hold on, one moment, please. One moment, please. Let's see. What the fuck? Okay. Pendeja. Settings. Estúpida. Okay. So, Casa, the fucking thing looks like my TV with Sam Stadium on top and freaking advertisers on the side. That's what it looks like. And they paid a shit ton of money. Let me see if I can pull it up the scoreboard. $1 million scoreboard. $1.4 million for a fucking TV is basically it. Let's see. Is there a picture of it? There is, but I don't want to bring up the damn. Ah, aquí está. Yeah. Let's see. $1.4 million that was used on that fucking thing. And it looks like a piece of shit. Ira no más. That's the fucking $1.4 million that they spent on that shit. Oh, but it looks nice, whatever. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to pull up another one. Let's see. What's the other one I can pull up? For a fucking scoreboard, $1.4 million. Dynasty. Pendeja. Pinche keyboard no eres pa pura madre. Oh, estúpido. Okay. Let's look at the Westpaco one. Pendeja. Share here. That is Westpaco CISD. It looks the fucking same. But Westpaco paid less than what BISD did. Westpaco paid less. Oh, we'll get to that right now. Let's look at another district. A ver, otro. This is the McAllen one. That was less than what BISD paid. So $1.4 million. And if you're like, it wasn't 1.4. Hold on. Dame shampoos. Oh, pendeja. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, son of a bitch. There you go. Right there. $1.4 million. Let's scroll down to where it actually says it. The $1.4 million 65-foot scoreboard showed the game on the screen in real time, blah, 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 whatever. This is not one of the best ones. It ain't. $1.4 million fucking dollars that these motherfuckers spent on that. And that's because they took part of the bond money, part from special services. Rumors are. What the fuck happened to the rest of the money? It went into their pockets. Especially Sylvia Atkinson. I mean, Sylvia Atkinson went to prison. Look her up. Google her name, Dr. Sylvia Atkinson. She used to be the board president. Dumb bitch got caught by an undercover accepting a bribe. But here's the other thing. The current board, and this was all over the news, and this was one of the last things that Osmo could not vote on because of his health. And he had previously voted no, and I kind of see why. At first, I was like, what the fuck? But I kind of see why. They recently were holding a meeting that happened this past week with one item on the agenda. It was consideration to call a bond election in May. And BISD, under this new superintendent, they got her. BB, they got Sylvia Atkinson good. Let's see. Sylvia. This bitch got fucking good. Homegirl went to prison for, 80 months and faces $35,000 fine por pendeja. Oh, she blamed it on her gambling addiction. Bitch, please. But yes, this past Thursday they wanted to vote for that. The CFO, who right now he's in place of the superintendent because he's recovering from a medical procedure, that it was the CFO said it was a long time coming, that they've been working it on the last 2 to 3 months. And then he says it actually has been something in a work in progress in the last year. And that they've paid off the bond debt of the last one. Bullshit, they haven't done it. They haven't. We built what you call debt capacity. If the district wants to not call a bond election in May, when we adopt our tax rate for the next year, for the 2025-2026, it will drop approximately about 10 to 11 cents, whatever his name is. But I saw a preview of the meeting before this meeting, because everything is on YouTube. Look up BISD, whatever the fuck it is. The meeting before this past Thursday, Cespedes, I think that's how you pronounce it, he wanted the board to pass a vote where he already had a list of who they were going to hire, who this, but he did not give the rest of the board time to do their research or whatever they have to do, because I ain't in that shit. Who called them out? Nerva Peña called them out. So did Carlos Elizondo. Well, Carlos Elizondo did Fajita Gate. Yes, he did Fajita Gate, but if you've ever seen the damn board meetings, him and Minerva will call everybody out on their shit. They will. Minerva did very well, I thought. And if you've ever seen a BISD board meeting, it's como viendo pinche Jerry Springer because of the arguments that happen, because they need to happen. Minerva said, why are we wanting to pass this issue now if you haven't even given us time to do the research on who the auditor is, the vendor, whatever they have to do the bond? You're already giving us, we're hiring this, when we don't even know who they are. We don't know if they're trustworthy. She called them out on their shit. It was beautiful. And they voted it down. Or they voted for it, yes. But that they needed to give them time to do their research and shit. And Carlos said the same thing. Okay, they passed it, fine. So then we get to Thursday. They rejected it because it was a split vote. Erasmo did not attend that meeting because he was already, ya estaba malito. But they fucking rejected it. And Carlos Elizondo brought up a perfect point. So did Minerva Peña. Carlos Elizondo was, there's a lot of concern. And yes, there's a lot of fucking concern. If you haven't seen, BISD had to consolidate a lot of schools, and they've had to close down a lot of schools because we can't afford to keep them open. And he says, we have closed over 6 schools right now, and enrollment has been down, which it is. So I think the school district or individuals, good night, BB, that are pushing this maybe rushing this issue a little too fast, and that he's worried about transparency, which is true. He and other BISD trustees have been calling for a financial audit surrounding the use of funds allowing the tax. They have been doing that. So it got rejected. Minerva voted no. Elizondo voted no. And Ortiz voted no. Here's the issue I have with the damn district right now. The majority, and their names are public. Daniela. Her last name is... It's Daniela Lopez Valdez. Jessica Gonzalez. Daniela is the vice president, by the way. And Denise Garza voted for the proposal. Here's the thing. Daniela or Jessica said, our kids don't have roofs. Our kids don't have this. Nothing ain't mad. It's like, basically saying that all our schools are fucking run down. Which, yeah, there needs to be some work done and shit. But the schools are still there. Here's the thing. And here's my problem that I have. I think it's Jessica or Daniela, one of them. Or all 3 of them bitches. I'm going to call them bitches. Okay. If I say what I'm about to say, is this going to screw me over? That's fine. Here is my thing. Why do you have a say in what happens to public school kids when you don't even send your kids to BISD? One of them has their kids in St. Joe. The other one has them at IDEA. The other one, I think she has them in I think she has them in IDEA too. But the one that made that comment, which was, I can tell you right now. Let's see. It's here in this one. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Daniela Lopez Valdez. Who the fuck are you? I'm sorry. This is why I don't go to board meetings, because I would get kicked out. Who? I get it. You were voted in. That's fine. And you want to say that the roofs are falling and all this shit, which they are, and shit needs to get fixed? Yes. But who the hell are you to say that you have all this interest in the district, este que el otro, when you don't even send your kids to BISD? They're an idea. It's either Daniela or Jessica that has them at St. Joe. The other two have an idea. They're not in BISD. So why? Oh, we need to do it. We need to do it. To do a bond election, to vote for it in February, to have it in May, that raises fucking suspicion. Now, here's the other thing. Those three people were the ones who voted for the damn bond in 2017. Where the fuck is the Performing Arts Center? You all could have saved those 6 schools that they had to close with that money. What happened to the money? 6 schools that inconvenienced a lot of people. You didn't say shit about them closing it. You were the ones to want to vote for them to close it. And you 3 were the ones that voted on that and first bond. I don't see no Performing Arts Center. I don't see no renovations that are done. The reason why the Performing Arts Center came up again with this bond, this is why. Brownsville has an all-city band concert they host at the TSC Arts Center, which is how it was known that it's $7,000 to rent. It's $7,000 that the district needs to pay out of pocket because of the committee meeting being on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. They had to turn parents away because the TAC Arts Center, for years, I used to work it as a college student. I used to volunteer my time and help out and watch the concert. You had to get there 2 hours before to even get a seat, because if not, they had to turn parents away. So some parents, the middle school go first and then the high school. Some middle school parents couldn't see their damn kids perform because they didn't get there early enough. They had to turn parents away. They had to switch parents in and out so they could see their kid perform. By now, we should have had the Performing Arts Center that would have been to capacity with what they are needing for that concert. Because if you've ever been to a all-city concert, it gets packed and it's standing room only. So that happened, and they brought it to the board. They brought it to that, and they voted no on the bond. Yes, and I'm fucking glad that they did, because they were rushing this. The CFO, who's right now the acting superintendent, he had everything already planned months. Why not pass it down to the minority part of the board? What the fuck do you have to hide? And the worst part about that meeting where Minerva questioned it is that she called out the vice president for trying to coach Erasmo and what to say. And it was very evident on that damn video. It's very evident where you can see that she's trying to coach him. Erasmo's already sick, and to me that was like she's taking advantage of it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And Minerva called her out like that, and that lady got pissed. But so they brought that up. Okay, they voted no. I'm gonna admit, I was one of the ones that contacted Minerva Peña. I've known Minerva Peña since I was in high school. But I contacted her. I said, hey, I've been seeing the board meetings. I would go. But as you guys are hearing me talk right now, my ass would get kicked the fuck out of there because I would be saying F-bombs, pendejo, and all that shit everywhere. I would, and I would get kicked out, which is why I don't go to board meetings. I watch them on YouTube. I said, I've been seeing the board meetings. I said, I am very glad that you called out that lady for coaching Erasmo, because it was very evident. I said, and I'm very glad that you voiced that this was too soon to do. And then she did again the same thing again. At this one, she said, I cannot in good conscience do that. And I said, I said, as a voting person, I will not vote for this bond, because if I voted for the bond in 2017, I voted because of the Performing Arts Center. Right now, it's a field of grass. I said, who is to say that if they pass this bond, if it passes, what the fuck they're going to do with the money? And the thing is, this is the other thing that happened. Daniela, Jessica, and Denise all lied. And even the CFO, I'm going to put his ass in there too, all lied and said that they were not going to raise our taxes. When in fact, thank you, Carlos Elizondo. Carlos Elizondo posted a screenshot where it said that with this new bond, it was going to raise our taxes. But yet, I'm going to see if I can find it. I know where it's at. This. We were, with the new bond, our taxes were going to go up. And yet, it was Daniela, Denise, and Jessica. They all said that, oh no, there's not going to be a, they were saying in fucking public, and it's on YouTube. They said, oh, there's not going to be a damn tax thing. No va a haber tax raise, no va a haber ni madres. Well, let me see. And he actually shared this, where the projected tax impact, this is off of Miss Sylvia Rubalcaba for the people. She's an advocate too. She's at almost every board meeting if she can be. There is a tax raise that was going to happen. A fucking tax raise. And they said it would not. Based on the assumptions and 2.9% INS tax rate increase to have the damn bond. And if a performing arts facility proposition is brought forth, the Finance Subcommittee recommends that the cost of such facility would be in addition to the recommended debt tax rate. This means that the bond board wants to include a special purpose proposition for a performing arts facility. The cost of such facility would be an increase in debt tax rate. And they lied to everybody that was in that meeting. All three of them. They posted the fucking screenshots. And then, the best part of that meeting, Carlos and Minerva called them out. It was beautiful. I'm telling you. You want to watch Jerry Springer's board meetings? Watch BISD. After the meeting happened, the board secretary, who, according to rumors, right now, Comadre is on administrative leave without pay. Supposedly, I don't know what the validity of this rumor is. Is that this is what happened. Oh, I'm reading. Oh, yes! They posted the screenshot. Thank God. The board secretary at the end when they adjourn and all that shit, that bitch, you can barely hear because they lower the mic. She screamed, "Fuck you," to Carlos Elizondo, calling him a fucking bully, haciendo desmadre y media. And you can see where Carlos Elizondo is pissed. And they walk out, they end the meeting. And then once they turn the camera off and everything, people inside the meeting, it was said that there was a massive argument. A massive argument that happened between all of them, and to the point where, sorry, I had to yawn. There was a massive argument that happened to the point where Brownsville PD had to get involved. Not BISD PD. BISD PD don't do shit. They're fucking rent-a-cops. Brownsville PD got involved. I'm gonna read what Miss Maria Magdalena Aguilar said. In case you haven't been following on well last night, after the special called school board meeting ended, when everybody was packing up, milling around and leaving, Mr. Carlos Elizondo and Mr. Cespedes got into a discussion of the lies on the bond and whether or not it will cause the citizens to be taxed. Look at this week's facilities meeting where it's presented that the Performing Arts Center bond will cause a small tax increase. I mean, yes, Carlos Elizondo was involved in Pajita Gate, but he is very good about this. From across the room, Pat Bettis, superintendent secretary, began yelling, "Fuck you" to Carlos. She called him a motherfucking bully. She yelled that she was tired of this shit. When Mr. Cespedes tried to calm her down, she continuously yelled that she didn't give a shit. This was in front of 20 plus people still in the boardroom, including BISD school members, BISD top administrators, campus employees, teacher employee associations, which TBEA, fuck you, and BISD vendors, Browns community members. Today, Miss Pat Bettis was consoled by Mr. Cespedes and other BISD office staff. Folks, she is not the victim. I have been hearing about her behavior for years. I hadn't posted it because I was trying to focus on Danae and the school board members as a priority of my post. However, this time it is unacceptable. Danae made the life of previous BISD employee a living hell, because he did, because the employee refused to shake hands with him and select few board members, which is true. And he's the one that put us in this fucking deficit. Or one thing is to keep your head down and not make any waves because you need to just keep your job. Another thing is a level of entitlement, self-importance, and fake sense of power. We need to let them know how we all feel. He's calling all this. And this person, it's true. They won't listen to us. They won't. They never do. The board majority never listens. But they posted today that that lady, that board secretary, was put on administrative leave. And I was like, what the fuck? So I went to this lady because she's very connected in the district. And when any holiday comes up, where Charro Day, Spring Break, whatever, they always send an email. Basically, portate bien, don't get arrested. And it's true. They're at that board meeting, Best and TVA, which fuck TVEA, they're all teachers that run those damn associations, and they were booing. How did they not get reprimanded either way? But today it was released that there was a rumor that she was placed on administrative leave without pay, and Miss Maria gets messages all the time. Furthermore to this message, where people are asking for how long, because it's BISD. They let you get away with everything. And somebody messaged her. She's only on administrative leave because she was caught on video this time. What about all the other times she was accused of the same thing but wasn't caught on camera? The pattern has been there. Why is it not only being addressed now? Or maybe so charges can be dropped against her. So they did press charges on the bitch. That's why there was a report made. I had heard that there was a report made. But yes, this shit happens here. And it affects teachers here too. Like, how is it that that's allowed? Especially if you know that vendors are there to support the bond passing. How do you do that? I don't give a fuck if you're the fucking secretary to Hot Wheels and Cheeto Head. You don't do that if you don't like the son of a bitch. And I'm gonna say, I don't, no disrespect to Mr. Elizondo, but if you don't like the son of a bitch, tell them. You know that the cameras run at least a good minute after the meeting with video and a little bit of audio. You didn't think by now you weren't going to get caught? Like, ridiculous that these people happen. And I have no faith in this board. The only people I have faith in the board is Minerva and Carlos, because they fight for us. They fight for the kids. They fight for the teachers. They fight for the staff. And Mr. Ortiz, he's also fighting for us as a community. The other three don't. And there's a rumor going around that the superintendent, yes, he had a tumor removed and he's doing well, but there's a rumor going around that he's not even going to come back. And they only had him as a puppet. My opinion. And here's the other thing. There's an area superintendent who, hey, you're getting your doctorate. Hey, badass, a fucking Latina getting her doctorate, I will support. This is the thing I do not like. As a teacher, you're told you only have a certain amount of days, and that's all you can do before you run out of your days and you get docked. There is an area superintendent who is allowed to miss once a week for the entire school year. She's allowed to miss once a week to go up to Austin to take her class. If that was a teacher, oh no, you have to do your degree online or you can't do it locally. That's bullshit. That is straight up bullshit that they allow that damn administrator to do that. But here's the thing: is she reporting it, or is somebody in not fine arts? I don't want to say fine arts, but is somebody in admin at the Glass Palace giving her the day so she can do it? Like, come on, how is that fucking fair? Two teachers who want to get their degrees, they either have to do it online or they have to go in person after school, after a long day of fucking teaching. BISD right now with this current board, with the exception of Ms. Peña, Mr. Elizondo, and Mr. Ortiz, the others need to get the fuck out of there. I'm sorry. And people like in Brownsville, I don't know what the fuck you were expecting. Erasmo was on the verge of doing something big. Yes, people got after him because he voted no on the audit, but he had his reasons. And the last I spoke to him, he said, what I'm about to do, because I called him on some advice about a certain individual. He said, Vanessa, I said, whatever I can do to help you on the outside as being a support, I'll do it at Osmo because you're doing what needs to be done. And he told me, like, just be there for support. Apóyame, ven those board meetings because I know you can't go because you're taking care of your dad. But what I'm about to do in the next couple of months, I'm going to get a bunch of heat. I'm going to get a bunch of heat. And he was, because he told me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I see, sadly, those three women are going to take advantage of the unfortunate passing of Mr. Castro, which, que Dios tiene en su santa gloria. Erasmo, you were the best thing to happen to BISD. Those three individuals are going to take advantage of the situation. They are. And what's going to happen? Jessica, Daniela, and Denise are going to want to pass things, okay, fine, that are needed, but they're going to want to use the people that they know, the people that they made vendors, so that way they can get a kickback. You're going to tell me that they don't get kickbacks on if certain vendors are used? Are you serious? And there's emails to fucking prove. Go to Jess. If you want to know anything about this, go to Miss Jess Marie Reyes or to Maria Magdalena Aguilar Crandall, which she does share. Jess Marie does share a lot of that stuff. There are emails shared where Denise, all three of them, on separate occasions individually, are pushing for vendors. Why would you be pushing for an example? Let's say Stripes and 7-Eleven or Exxon. Sorry, Stripes and Exxon, I'm sorry. They're bidding to be vendors for the district for the school buses. Okay, que agarren gasolina. Fine. Stripes is the most expensive one. Exxon is cheaper. But let's say those three ladies have connections there. They have their compadres and stuff. You don't think they're not going to push for Stripes to be a vendor? And then when they do become a vendor, me vas a decir que no agarran dinero? Esas tres señoras, they do get money, in my opinion. And if they're so fucking like, oh no, we don't get kickbacks, vote for the damn audit in the next one. The audit needs to happen, but not an internal audit with an auditor from the district. No, get a damn outside auditor to do this. And I cannot wait when that happens. If and when that happens, oh, that shit's gonna come out. All that shit's gonna come out, and I love it because all the lies that they've been telling us are going to come out. All the lies that they've told everybody in Brownsville are going to come out. If they said it, if they said it at this last board meeting, oh, there's no tax raise, thinking, oh, they probably don't post the facilities committee meeting on YouTube, which they do, and they present the slides and it's there. Why lie to the citizens of Brownsville? Why lie to the parents that are within that choose BISD? Why lie to the teachers? Why lie to your staff members? You're doing it because you're gonna get a kickback. Me vas a decir que no. And here's the fucking thing. Yes, fine arts. I've been talking about fine arts. Yes, they want to build a CTE center. Which, yes, I am for CTE because that CTE is career technology, whatever the fuck the other one is. Career and technology education. I think that's what it means. That's where they have the phlebotomy, cosmetology, welding, barber, all that stuff. That prepares kids from, by the time they graduate high school, they're already licensed estheticians and all that stuff. I have a cousin who's a licensed dispatcher. She got it in high school through CTE. They want to build a facility. Okay, fine. Cummings Middle School closed down. Okay. Years ago. They moved CTE to Cummings. They spent a lot of money in renovating it. And they ended up selling it for less than what they fucking renovated it for. To the city of Brownsville for $60 million. They have to vacate in 5 years. Okay, fine. You're telling me you couldn't renovate Cummings to be more outfitted? They sold it because they needed the money to pay off the damn debt, and they're still in the fucking hole with that. BISD teachers need a fucking raise. BISD to this day is still the lowest paying district in the valley. It's still the lowest paying district in the valley. What I made as a fourth year teacher with my master's, that's what I was making my second year in Donna with a bachelor's degree. That's with the master's stipend, and I was still getting paid less. Those teachers work their asses off. Some of those teachers have second jobs. And yet, oh no, we don't have money for raises. We don't have this because of federal funding, because of Abbott, because of this. Instead of spending money in bullshit situations, and instead of spending or pocketing the money into your damn pockets, instead of creating positions for your compadres, for your comadres, positions that should not even fucking exist, all that money that you wasted in creating those positions could have gone to teacher raises, and they didn't do it. They didn't. And it's fucking sad. If you've ever been to Sam Stadium, that stadium is older than dirt. They just renovated the entrance. Ooh. They renovated the concession stand area. Ooh, they fucked up with that. That was a huge mess. The fucking boosters, the band boosters that cook the burgers and the hot dogs and everything, they're still having to cook on a fucking grill on the outside of the stadium because, oh, they fucked up in the planning of where the concession stand is. There's no grill in there. Last I went to a game because I saw the boosters cooking their fucking burgers and their hot dogs, whatever they sell, they were cooking it outside. The whole point of creating the damn new concession stands was to have space for that, and they failed miserably. And then they talk about, oh, we need, BIC is very much in need of a new, AC system at a lot of the schools. Who the fuck is running that department? A fucking RN. Not a maintenance person. An RN is running it. There's that. Sam Stadium is a very old stadium. There is so much land on the north side of Brownsville that they could have used to build a stadium. Why haven't they done that? That stadium is very outdated. It's in the downtown area. Parking is horrendous to go to a game. If you can't find parking in the main parking lot or in the new ones that they built, you have to park in the neighborhood. That's why I don't go to games, because I'm not going to park in the park in the fucking neighborhood. Like, as much as it's right there, no, not gonna do it. They could have built a new stadium and they didn't. With all the money that they embezzled, you're gonna tell me they can't build a new stadium? Están pero bien pendejas. I used to hear from boosters that when they like the fucking cement from the bleachers, because in where the boosters used to be, the concessions used to be, it used to be under the stadium, or some of the concessions are still there, but that cement would be falling because of how old the place is, and they couldn't do that. So that's main reason why I won't go back to BISD is the fuck corruption. Candy Crush, you're fine. Is the fucking corruption that BISD has. I will never go. I will not even to another valley. No, the corruption that is in BISD and the way the education system is, I'm not going back. Fuck that. If I need to, if it'll pay off my student loans, I'll return both my damn pieces of paper. They're worth what my debt is. I'll do that. But like, as you guys see, an hour and some. That's not even mentioning the other fucking districts. There's other districts where I don't know what the fuck these hoes are thinking. And I'm gonna call them hoes because they're hoes. Is it? No, not this. They're hoes. They're all hoes. Teachers in other districts here in the valley have been arrested for fucking trying to sleep with students. What the fuck do you go to school for so many years and then pay to get your fucking license is expensive? Like, what the fuck are you doing that for? Like, están bien pendejas. Or if, yes, hoes in different area codes. Or there's another one where, if you the True Tellers of RGV, a lot of the shit that they expose about the districts, like, how the fuck is this? None of this being on the news, or how is nobody doing anything? There was a fight at Mercedes High School. The security guard took 15 minutes to get there. Pinches huercos estaban dando chingazos, and even when the security guard got there, oh, he couldn't separate them. Like, what the fuck? The one I do not condone was the video of the security guard body slamming the girl. You ain't got to body slam a bitch like that. No, sorry, you do not need to body slam anybody. But yes, corruption is everywhere. It is everywhere. Oh yeah, they do. They do. But yet, and then here's the thing, Teresa. At least from what I've seen here, they don't give a shit about kids, but yet they're down the teacher's throat. Test scores, star, test scores. Your job depends on fucking test scores. Like, honestly, in my opinion, state mandated testing is useless. It is. So these teachers are fucking stressing about state mandated, yet they can't fucking get paid. Yes, that was today's topic, was the corruption, especially in BISD. Everywhere. It's everywhere. In every district. If you have kids in districts, at least in the valley or anywhere where you're from, be involved. Be involved if you have kids. Be like, oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Because when they see a group of parents, those fucking board members get scared. Or if you know the board members, contact them, be like, hey, I don't like what's going on. I don't like what this is. Like me, I'll admit, I contacted Minerva Peña and told her, I'm not agreeing with what they're doing. I'm glad that you stood up for this. I'm not agreeing with what the board is doing, wanting to do. Because even though I say fuck education, fuck ever being an educator again, I still care about my friends that are teachers right now. And it's going to affect them. But yes, that was today's topic. I had some people, some individuals that wanted to deter from the topic, but I didn't give a shit. I addressed them and I was like, fuck that. And that was it. I don't do lives every single day. Why? Because I ain't got time for that shit. Like, right now, I should be asleep. But I don't do lives every day. I don't. Why? Because I'm fucking lazy. I'm very lazy. I don't do lives every day. If I do, they're going to be about topics that are that are pertinent to what I think and what I believe is important. If somebody wants to talk shit about me, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Um, those of you that told me yesterday, I don't want to know. I don't want to hear. They can say what they want. Again, they can waste their time. Again, calling a certain school district, waste your time. That's all I gotta say. Um, but yes, I am gonna not address a lot of the drama if unless they want to mention. I'll be like, hey, they haven't mentioned admin. That's fine. That's it. We move on. I have my topic. Um, I could have gone off on that individual, but I decided not to. And by the way, like I said in a previous life, I have made it publicly known that I am a part of the LGBTQ plus two, whatever, how many community. And I don't need to date right now. I don't want to date right now. I am I am fine with how I am. Unless you're my father or my mother, you don't tell me who I should and should not talk to. That's all I gotta say about that. Yes, I have a fucking sunspot. I've had it for years. And yes, I have my hair short. Miro como güey, me vale madre. I'm comfortable like this. Um, I'm comfortable with the way my hair is. I went to my barber. Shout out to my barber, my new barber. I love you. You finally did my sides. I'm fine. This is because I'm just doing this. I don't care. Dime que soy güey, que soy die, que soy. What's the other? Is it Butch? I think so. Whatever. Me vale madre. Me vale madre. Pero hablas como vato. Hablas como güey. I don't care. I curse like I talk like this. I do, even with family. So there's that. You want to make fun of my appearance? That's fine. I don't care. You want to suggest who I date? Thank you, but no. I am not wanting to date right now. I don't want to date right now. And that's it. And thank you, Teresa. Thank you for everybody that's been here. We've been here about an hour and something. I needed I want to go purple, but the problem is I bleached. I did a lot of that. I had gray hair, I had purple hair, I had black with blue hair. And that's part of the reason why I got the bald spot. So I'm laying low on the bleaching part of my hair. But if you want to make fun of my broken tooth, you're gonna make fun of it more because next week they're gonna take this tooth out. Y voy a estar chimuela. Me vale madre. Make fun of it. I don't give a fuck. You want to make fun of my hair? Pay for my damn bill. And right now, because they cut it, there's not as mud. I mean, you can tell a little bit that I look like a dip cone head with a bunch of canas. Pay for my damn bill, bitches. I'm gonna tell you right now, my hair bill, because I go to a Paul Mitchell certified stylist, is about $250. No más de puro pinche color. That's not even including bleach. That's just color. Bleach, it's more. So if y'all want to criticize for me having canas all over, I don't give a fuck. You pay my bill, you have the right to speak. You don't pay my bills, you don't have the right to speak. But yes. Is there anything else that anybody wants to ask or say before I let you all go? Because it is time for me to go memes. Oh, and by the way, you want to make fun of my dentist, my dental issues? Espérate, ¿dónde está la pinche papel? I still have it. Oh, you want to make fun of my dental bills? You bitches can pay for my damn dental bill. Órale. Con ganas. You want to talk shit about that? Make fun of my dental stuff? You can pay for my damn dental bill. Me va a costar un pinche... aquí está. Mira. Dental. Me va a costar... To fix all the shit after not going 5 years, me va a costar $4,220. Cabrones. So, you want to make fun of that? Pay for my damn shit. If you don't pay for my shit, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Anyway. Oh, no. Here's the thing with that, Teresa. I used to dye my hair like... I used to the box dye. But box dye is actually very dangerous for you because it has chemicals that should not be in your head. I learned that from my stylist, so that's why I will pay a pretty coin to paint my hair. I want to go back to purple, but I cannot do that right now. Cannot. No, it's a long fucking process, and the bleach stinks. So no, thank you. I don't know what color I'm gonna do next. I'm probably just gonna do black with a hint of blue again. That was easy. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. I decided to go live today. Ahí está. Those of you that are laughing, cool. Those of you that are hearting, cool. I don't care. Either way, I couldn't give two shits. Sorry. Tengo moquillos. Let's see. Anything else that... Oh, I used to have black with the oil slick color. I'm not really me, but when my last hair color before the dip cone hair that I have right now, it was black with the hint of blue. You could see the hint of blue, especially on the bleach parts. My hair is naturally brown, but I don't like brown hair. Hell no. Nah, I'll do purple, but not pink. Fuck that shit. No. No, 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 no. I'll do purple. I'll go back to purple, but not right now. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. I will see you guys mananas or whenever I decide to. Oh, they love you. That's why they give you all those smiley faces. I mean, if you have the fucking time to do that shit, like, damn. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's time for me to go mimis. And I will see you guys. I'll comment on Ophelia's platform. I'll comment on Manny's, whatever, when I feel like it. And I'll go live sometime soon. I don't know. I can't do this shit every day. But anyway, I will let you guys go. Bye.